like we was talking about basically the baby and exposing to different health problems and things of that nature. And just right now, it seems like we've been through so many different health scares as far as with diseases, COVID, and things of that nature. But as far as talking about Roland Ray and his health,
including myself, yeah. I was gonna say that.
your health, it's just, man, I think you, if you document your last 2 years, I think you can write a book about your trials and tribulations when it's coming regarding your health. So let's just start here. I remember a couple of years ago, it was everywhere. Like, I first saw a picture of you, and it looked like you was half of your face was burnt, and I thought it was fake. Like AI is so big right now, right? AI is everywhere. AI is changing things. I thought that was some AI shit. I thought it was fake the way the burns was on your face, but it was real.
It was real.
Do you want to speak on that just for a quick second about what happened in that situation?
It's a very traumatic event, so of course, I wouldn't be Roland Ray if I didn't speak on certain things. I speak on everything else. Come on now. But I will say this. Before I get on that, if Krishan ever watched this video, I would say, I don't dislike you, sis. I just want better for you. I respect you to the utmost. And I know it's more to come of you. I see you being a good mother, and I hope that your son is doing excellent. He's going to be in good health. I wish nothing but the best for you. And I just hope that you learn from this. You know, your first child is always the one you want to go through the most with, you know?
Yeah.
Always. The second child, you should be on game with a little bit. And the third child is no excuse at that point. So, moving past that, the COVID really, like, took me by storm.
So you
And the fire.
The fire,
Right.
COVID too. So
Yes.
oh, it's so much, Ray. Like
Yeah.
like I said, your
That's
life is like a
it.
movie, man.
Yeah.
So let's just start with the fire.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want? I'm gonna ask you because I know it's a very traumatic situation for you. I'm just gonna ask you, what do you want to express about what happened at that time?
So I was in the house, basically. And so I was in the house. I was in the dark, actually, because sometimes I just be thinking sometimes. Like, sometimes, you know, you need your personal space. And I turn my lights off in my room sometimes. And I just,
in the dark.
it's in the dark, it's cooling, whatever.
Okay.
And so I was about to light a cigarette. Like, let me smoke my cigarette. This one I was smoking cigarettes. I'm not smoking cigarettes no more. Not because of the fire.
Oh, congratulations! Too.
Thank you.
You said that you before
November,
this interview. You said you've been
right.
how long?
In November we'll make it a year. So it's 11 months. Next month will be a year.
A year that you haven't been smoking cigarettes. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
It was hard. But
So you sitting in the dark.
about to smoke a cigarette, and so my nails was so long. Y'all know my nails always long. My hair was out. I had some pretty deep wave hair was out. And so I just wasn't thinking at the time that my hair was gonna catch a fire. I do all the time, light my cigarette, whatever. I lit my cigarette, and when I flicked it, I think it was because I just got finished doing my hair. Like, not too long after I was doing it, I was on Instagram Live 2 hours before the fire happened. Actually, I was able to sleep. That's how the lights was off, right? I was able to sleep. And so I lit the cigarette. That's it. I know my hair just went whoosh.
I'm sorry.
And I was like, and so I burned like, So I get the patting that motherfucker there. I'm like, K. At the time, you know, Mr. Scorpio, shout out to him, Kerry, he's the one that saved my life. Okay, without him, I would not be here right now. He ran in the room.
You said K. Who was this?
Mr. Scorpio. You seen him, the light skinned guy. Yeah, right. Okay. If it wasn't for him, I would be deceased. Not just him, it was God Almighty. I'm gonna tell you why. So, my hair is on fire. I'm screaming, K.
Wow. So at this time, your hair was actually on fire.
I'm fire, right. So I was about
So it came from, would you think, an ember or a flick of your cigarette may have?
The lighter. It was a lighter. I flicked the lighter. My hair was so long.
Oh. Okay.
And like half of it.
Flicked the lighter.
Right, it went whoosh. I just sprayed my hair with oil. I I just did my hair like 2 hours ago because I was on live. So, I'm like, hey, I'm trying to take it up myself. I'm not even feeling my hands burning at the time. My adrenaline was rushing so much at the time. I'm going through my hair trying to snatch it off. And so I'm like, oh shit. Like, what the fuck? He running in the room. And like, what the fuck? It's so dark in my room. I said, don't turn light on because it's the fire. I ain't know what the fuck. Maybe that was going to blow the house up. I don't know. I said, don't turn it on. The living room light was on, so it brought brightness in the room. And so he's saying that he reacted fast. He was like, he looked in the bed because I always have water bottles next to me. I always go to sleep with a water bottle. Always. And so he tried, I had half a bottle of water. He tried to like put it in my head. It didn't work. Only a little bit. It was the fire was spreading rapidly, fast. And so my shirt started burning. I didn't feel my chest burn. My chest was burning. My skin was burning on my chest. I didn't feel nothing.
Wow.
And so he got a bucket of water and he just like put it on my head. And he snatched the wig off for me. But fire ran so fast, it burnt my pants, it burnt my shirt, it burnt everything. And so even my leg was, nobody really see my leg. My leg was the most fucked up part. My face was 80% fucked up. My leg was like.
I'm sorry. So I seen the pictures of your face.
Right.
And
right. It was terrible.
It was just like I wouldn't even show that to my kids.
Right.
I'm sorry.
And I went live
and
because
you telling me that your leg was worse than your face?
Right. And I went because the fire it dropped. Like I threw my legs off the bed trying to get
so
down.
So what was actually on fire was your hair. Was it a wig or?
Yeah, it was a D-wave wig.
Okay.
Right. And so
And you said the reason it exploded is because.
Not exploded.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
The reason why I called. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
But the reason why I caught on fire is because you said you just put like oil in it.
Right.
An hour or two before.
Right, 'cause I was on live.
Okay.
And so, bam, the fire got down to my pants and it was just spraying rapidly. And so, he got the wig off. And so, I didn't notice my leg was burning. I don't feel nothing at the point. I don't feel shit. Like, I just know I'm burning. Like, there's fires everywhere. So, I didn't really feel the fire until, my face wasn't that fucked up until the swelling started to hit. And the fluid started to come in my face. And I looked at him, I was like, my face burnt. He was like, he almost started crying. He's like, yeah. And I called my mother, I was like, Mom, I just got into a real fire. I'm gonna call the ambulance. And so I went and laughed as I was in the hospital because before any of them bitches, sorry God for saying that, about the hospital staff, any fan was to spray my information, I would put out there first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before, they had a chance to spray my tea, I've already poured in the cup first. Here y'all go. It's 100% raw. The comments was...
Hold on, Ray. So you're telling me is this still doing the same day that you...
Yes, I went live as soon as I got to the hospital. I didn't feel anything.
Hold on, Ray. I'm just...
Like...
Ray, you suffered... Hold on, what degree of burns were there?
What's the worst one? First or third?
Third degree?
Yeah, the worst one.
You had third degree burns.
What about it? Yeah.
Went on your face, on your chest,
and
on
my
your
legs.
legs.
I didn't feel no pain.
I think they said 60% of your body, like
75.
75% of your body was
and my hands
burnt.
It's fucked up.
And you, in your mind, you still had enough strength to be like, oh nah, I'm gonna tell my own story before somebody else.
Right, because it would have sold. They would have sold that.
What about the pain, or was it? I heard that sometimes when you get a traumatic event, that adrenaline kicks in, and sometimes you don't feel pain.
Right.
Was you feeling the pain?
I didn't feel nothing until I got to the hospital in a way, and I guess I started to calm down. I was only live for 2 minutes, literally, and after that 2 minutes, I felt like burns. Like I smelled like burning chocolate. Like my head was burnt. Everything was just. I started freaking out. I was like, oh my God. And then the pain just hit instantly. And then they had to wash me up instantly. And the people at the hospital was already ready. They had me like...
So when you saw those pictures of you being burnt in the hospital, when you went live, things of that nature, that was before they even washed you up or
Right.
training you,
Right.
or even start doing, I guess we'll say, surgical or
Yeah.
medical procedures on you to make
Yeah.
you better. You went on that was before.
hmm
And
And
okay.
I just had to. Yeah, and God sent me to do it. When they washed me up, that's the what hurt the most. With them peeling off the dead skin, like that hurt it so bad. When I say it hurt so bad, hurt it not the word, but it hurt so bad. Like when I say it was like I was
They had to peel off the dead skin
and wash it off. They had to wash it. They had to wash
and
it before getting infected. And so they use Dow soap. You know, Dow is like the number one brand for bacteria, things like that. And so they had me in like a silver tub in the hospital. They laid me down, my back hurting like shit, and I'm like, oh my god.
Was your back also burned or was it
No, no,
just
no,
the
no,
way
no,
you
no.
was positioned?
My back was not burnt at all. It was just how I was positioned in that fucking tub. It was just like, damn, I'm laying down. It's like this. It was like people don't really lay in tubs, like a flat ass tub. There's no water in the tub. I'm laying in a flat ass metal tub, and it's pouring. It couldn't get too. It was like cold water in a way. It couldn't get too hot, and they just scrubbing. And they put an IV in me quickly, and they gave me some like pain medicine, but it wasn't no perk or nothing yet, or no oxycodone. It was like it was something with a D. And I think 2% fentanyl just to like make me like numb, but I still felt everything. Like it was like, oh my god, you know.
Wow.
It wasn't from the burn. It was how they was washing me up, trying to scrub it off.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's what made the pain unbearable.
Right, and I was just screaming. And so after that, you know, the dressing and all that, that felt wonderful to cover me up like a mummy. I felt, I felt like I was back.
But that's not even the end of it, Ray.
It's
like,
not. It's not.
You shared something before we got on this interview because we talked a little substantially, about a couple of different topics before we got into this interview.
The COVID.
The COVID.
The COVID. Mm-hmm.
But even
And I had
before-
pneumonia at the
the
same
co-
time.
Pneumonia.
The COVID caused the pneumonia.
So so we don't confuse things. You got
The
burned.
fire was 2021. Let me tell you how it's so fucked up. The fire was January 13, 2021. I went into the coma on January 13, 2022. Same day, different year. So you would think it's like a
Hold up. So you was in that fire incident on January 13th, 2021?
and I went to the coma on January 13, 2022.